भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 राम। राम 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 राम। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, Suratkumar, Yoginath Suratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yoginath Suratkumar, Yoginath Suratkumar, Yoginath Suratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogi Ram Surat Kumar Suratkumar, Yogiram Suratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. Yogiram Suratkumar, Yogiram Suratkumar, Yogiram Suratkumar, Jaya Guru Raya. भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। सर्वं योगी राम सूरत कुमारार्पणमस्तु। Once again, for the second time, we have all been able to gather here. Though the Nama chanting is going on from morning 6 o'clock to 7:15 every day, evening 7:15. That is 12, 13 and a half hours every day. The Nama chanting is going on. And though it may not be so many people at a time, the other times, every chance that we get to chant his mantra in his powerful shrine is a fortune, nothing less than a fortune. So with deep gratitude, we shall offer the Nama lotuses at his lotus feet. We know that this is the Nama Ganga as we all sit together and sing. It is for 1 hour, a continuous flow of the Nama, and we all take a dip in this Nama Ganga and purify our body and mind. Now, to be able to sit in one place for 1 hour and every day, twice a day, without fail, is a great sadhana. Those of you, those of us who are able to do that are really fortunate. We've been blessed specially. Bhagavan has often said, as I often remind, that you have to sit in one place, you have to put the body in one place. It's only when the body sits in one place, at least for an hour, the mind will also begin to sit. So every day, singing loudly with all the people also does something else. What does it do? The prana inside is well regulated. It is the prana that is responsible for people being different from each other. Each one's prana shakti, the prana vayu, when it becomes restless, it's always restless. It's because the prana is restless, the mind gets thoughts. They are very close to each other. The prana and the mind are very close to each other. The more is the restlessness of the prana, the more the thoughts would be racing through the mind. And that's why they say, if you do pranayama, it's possible to control the mind. But then pranayama must be done under the watchful eye of a guru, otherwise anything can go wrong. Now, when the prana is to be controlled so that we want peace, we go after pleasure and peace. And we think it's in the external things, so we go after them. But then we know that ananda that we derive from it lasts only a little while. After that, the same object becomes an object of sorrow. So, what is the aim of all this? To control this prana and to bring the mind to one point, and that point being the divine. What is the benefit? We all know, we have shared repeatedly, that the aim of life is to become sattvic. Whatever sadhana we do, be it nama chanting, or meditation, or atma vichara, unless it makes us sattvic, there is no use. For example, in the mornings when we chant 6 to 7, people could stay in bed longer and feel very lazy to get up and may not turn up at all to chant the name for some reason or the other. This is called the tamas, because they spend the time, instead of chanting, instead of coming to a temple and chanting the name of the divine, they waste away the time in the bed. But then there are people who get up early, and even as they get up, their mind would be full of thoughts, worries, anxieties, and they start to work briskly, right away, right from the moment they wake up, they start engaging themselves in work. There is such restlessness in the body. This is called rajasam. This is being rajasic, being very active in work. But then all this, the tamasic and rajasic tendencies have to be uplifted to a sattvic level. So whatever sadhana we do must lift us up to the sattvic level. We must often find out whether we are being sattvic. The one thing is, how sattvic you are, you will know from the way you speak to people. When we pour harsh words, when we become harsh with people and pour out impolite words, rude, abusive words, we can be sure we are still in the tamasic state. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, they all belong to tamasic and rajasic states. Now whenever we open our mouth, we have only a kind word for people, a very pleasant word which would bring a smile to them. It's a great seva. It shows your goodwill to them and your harmony with them. So always when we open our mouth, we should speak only words which are supportive and pleasant. Otherwise, we can keep mauna. Even if you feel harsh, you don't have to be harsh. You can still contain your harshness and keep quiet. It is not hypocrisy. Love is very near God. Love is being spiritual. And even if we cannot love people, we can at least be quiet about them. We don't have to humiliate them with a pack of lies. We don't have to speak harshly either about them or to them. But they show in what state of mind we are, what state of level we are. The sattvic being has only a kind word, a word of praise for others, always. Always very pleasant with people, no matter what. It's not that we can be naturally so, it's not in us to be naturally so, and so what do? We can keep trying. Every day we can see how many nice words we have spoken to people, because when you begin to do it, automatically your talk will reduce. You may not always have a word of praise for somebody. So you can just smile, or if at all you should speak a pleasant word, a kind word. We have to practice this. This is tapas by the tongue. And of course, the speech and the very contact will also depend upon taste. Because the tongue can behave any way. It can talk in a very mean way about someone, or it can uplift, it can give inspiration to people. Now, the same thing with food. If you find things very tasty, and if you consume food, then the tongue is a runaway tongue. You will find it expressed in speech also, because there is no control. So control of the tongue starts with the food. You eat only nutritious food and very little of it. And when you speak only what is necessary, and that very pleasantly, bringing a smile to the people. This is what your nama chanting should do. Every nama that you chant should transform you from your tamasic state to rajasic state, and from the rajasic state to sattvic state. If you do not become sattvic, there is something far wrong with your spiritual practice. You can be very sure of that. And also the doubts, anxieties, questions, all that will disappear as you go on chanting and chanting. Why? Because when you chant the name of the divine is instantly present, and now you begin to live in the divine. The divine is inside you, and you are inside the divine. And so you should naturally become sattvic. So beware, we have to see, we have to examine ourselves to know where we stand in sadhana. If you are becoming more and more sattvic and silent, speaking only when it is necessary, and that very pleasantly, with a kind word or a pleasant word, you can be sure that your mind has become quiet and you are getting to be sattvic. This is the aim of life, to remember God and become sattvic. So, let us remember this. I read somewhere words by Pondicherry Mother. She says, in one place, she is warning heavily. Just because we have been blessed with the tongue, if you keep on speaking unnecessary, unwanted things, she says it is very dangerous. And she says, when you use harsh words, abusive words, or untruthful words, she says it's committing suicide. It is equivalent to the suicide of the soul. Please listen to this carefully and take it into your mind so that it will sink enough to bring it into action. Always, always see that you speak only kindly and supportively, or you don't speak at all. Use your tongue to chant the name incessantly. And now, let's remember Pondicherry Mother's word. When you become terribly abusive about someone, always with a pack of lies, it is the soul, your own soul, committing suicide. Meaning, it would take how long we wouldn't know to reach higher levels of consciousness. Every one word that you speak would pull you down if it is not sattvic. I remember in the beginning, when Bhagwan shifted from Sannadhi Street house to Sudama because he became very ill and he needed to be looked after carefully, meticulously. And there was heavy talk about it. And Bhagwan used to tell me, warn me, he said, if you intend doing service to me, people will throw stones at you and people will throw stones at this beggar because they cannot understand the subtleties of Father's work. Will you be able to bear them? Of course, it was truly physically stone that came upon Bhagwan, but I was flooded with abusive words. But then it happens to all the people. So we have to bear. Forbearance is another sattvic quality. We have to practice it. Being nice to people is one kind of practice, sattvic practice. The other is, at the same time, we should develop this forbearance. We call it the diksha. It's a great quality. You will see Paramacharya writing pages on this topic in his Devathin Kural, the voice of the divine. So we should be able to bear it quietly. You can even get upset but not angry or abusive. We shall now offer our today's prayer at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Bhagwan, we beg you again and again and a million times to intervene for your immediate divine intervention to bring forth a dharmic normalcy to today's world, for there is so much violence everywhere, so much harshness, so much ill will around. There is lack of harmony, unity, order and discipline. So people live any way they like and speak any way they like. And they justify their runaway tongue. They justify their way of life, creating their own philosophy. There is already the war going on between the two countries, and there is their own justification for it. But we all see the disastrous effects of this war. And there is also often attacks of cruel diseases and furies of nature, and of course terrible accidents, one of which we had recently witnessed. We beg you, Bhagwan, again and again and again, to stop this war between the two countries so that peace be prevalent, and there should be no mention of the word war among the countries of the world. You are the cosmic controller, you alone can do it. And we also beg you to bring in harmony, order and discipline into the lives of people, so that people with remembrance of God would lead a dharmic life once again. And we also beg you to keep under your control those terrible diseases and the furies, the violence of nature and those devastating accidents. We beg you once again to uproot all the negativities of the human mind which are responsible for the way of the world today. In the whole world, whatever country people belong to, whatever language they speak, whatever religion they have embraced, people get into difficulties and sufferings without any help or protection. They may not believe in rebirth or past karmas, but the truth attacks them also because it doesn't wait for their faith. We beg you, Bhagavan, to reach out to all of them all over the world. They need your grace very badly. And again, we beg you to protect all those unselfish people who have been slogging for the welfare of the others from unnecessary, unhealthy, unworthy and vicious attacks of abuse and criticisms and aspersion. We also beg you to promote the economy of the country and the growth in varied fields of activity so that India would reach that high status of being the world teacher. That the world, you have said before, that the whole world will listen to India. That was exactly your Mahavakya. So, we beg you to bring the state to India so that it would be able to conduct the whole world in the path of Dharma. We also pray to you in all intensity and earnestness for ceaseless and joyful chanting of your name and unbroken remembrance of your Leelas and teachings so that we assimilate and make it into our Atma Shakti. Bhagavan, please bless us to be only sattvic instrument in your hands and not rakshasic elements, even by mistake. We also beg you to bless us to run our everyday life as an offering to you and not be caught by the temptations of Maya. We seek that ultimate state of being, the state of bliss and peace that is yours, but then we need to be purified. The mind, the heart is already full with the latent tendencies of the past karma, because of which there are sudden attacks of fear, anger, jealousy, passion, and sorrow turning into depression, and above all, growing desires for worldly possessions. Bhagavan, you have often said, in fact, declared thunderously, that the divine Nama is a very powerful weapon against our past karmas. We take refuge in your powerful Nama and pray to you for early purification. And wherever we live in this world, whatever work we do, whatever work falls into our hand, we know it is all your work and we should do it joyfully, without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, so that all this would also become our Atma Shakti. Bhagavan, please bless us to practice acceptance of whatever life brings to us, be it a joy or sorrow. Coming from you, they can only be a great blessing to us. We have often said, Father is perfect, His Leela is perfect. And whatever happens is necessary, so it happens. And it's necessary for what? For our spiritual growth, for our greater good, for our closer kinship with God. How does it work? When a past karma begins to play up, we know how life changes dramatically. We collapse, everything misfires, we lose our faith in God, and we resent Him. We also resent people saying that they are responsible for our fall. And Bhagavan, but you, out of your compassion and generosity, put a blessing even in the punishment, which would see to it that we return to you and not move away from you. And out of every adversity is born a higher wisdom, which would purify our mind. And the purified mind, the divine, the living, vibrant presence of the divine can be felt intensely. We also beg you to bless us to know that your will is responsible for all the happenings of life in the world. Please bless us to be grateful to you even for the adversities of life, Lord God. We know now they are greater blessings in disguise. We seek your powerful blessings for all the species of the cosmos, in whatever state of being, in whatever state of misery they are, to be lifted to a higher plane. And finally, we who have been seeking only solution after solution for endless problems of our life, now seek dissolution. What is dissolution? Dissolution of what? The root cause of our vicious cycle of repeated births and deaths. And what is that? The tyranny of the ego, the utter selfishness of I and mine. We beg you, Bhagavan, to uproot this ahambhav and promote atmabhavam in us, so that we be blessed with that immortal life, that eternal living in merger with you, or eternal servitude to you, that eternal supreme divinity. Jai Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar.